Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all doing really well. So here we are with another book haul today. We had the most fantastic day yesterday. I got coffee and Matthew and I took my parents, who are new Albertans. They just moved here about a week ago. We took them book hunting and thrifting, and we went to a buffet lunch. It was fantastic. And I found the most epic haul to share with you guys. So we have over 100 vintage YA and middle grade books that I want to share with you. And when it comes to a lot of these, they are in absolutely fantastic condition. So I have spooky books, I have books in other series that I collect, romance, all the things. So grab yourself a coffee, tea, cold drink, whatever, and we're gonna get into this haul. I'm gonna try to go through it fairly quickly because I don't want to be here all day. So when we went into the very first thrift store that we were visiting, there was an entire shelf in the YA section that was absolutely perfect. And it was like Sweet Valley books, Sweet Dreams books, Cheerleaders books, all of that. So I'm going to show you guys that, but they were all lined up like somebody had offloaded their entire collection. And I think this is kind of what I'm finding, is that a lot of people my age have probably held on to their middle grade and YA books for their own kids, and then their own kids didn't want them, so they've been donating them. I've come across that a few times on Garage Sale, which is like a virtual garage sale here in Canada. And some of the ladies have shared with me that they've held on to these books for years and years in the hopes that they were going to pass them on to their children, and it just didn't happen. So now they're in my collection, which I couldn't be happier. So we're going to start with a couple of books that actually I'm not going to keep. These are ones I already own, but I am compiling a lot of things at the moment to go in boo boxes that are going to be going out to other booktubers and friends. So I went ahead and picked them up because they're in fantastic condition, and I know that there's people out there who are going to absolutely love these. So first up, I have a whole bunch of Buffy books. A lot of these are from the Brown series. So we have like Coyote Moon, The Angel Chronicles, Night of the Living Rerun. So these are, like I said, they're in fantastic condition. I think these might have come from the same seller that I found the books on the other side of the shelf, because like they're still shiny. They still look absolutely brand new. I have a lot of de-stickering that I have to do. I started last night. But they're fantastic. They look like they haven't even been read. Like the spines aren't cracked at all. There's no writing in these. So I went ahead and picked these up. I know my collection is in perfect condition as well. I got a lot of my Buffy books from Amy McCaw, who was very kind to send me some of her duplicates. So I thought, since I found duplicates as well, I'm going to put these into a very special boo box and send to a friend. So I was super happy to find those. And then another couple for some other boo boxes. I do have one out of the Sweet Dreams series. So I started collecting this one this year, and I haven't read any yet, but they have the most wonderful cheesy Sears catalog model covers. And I do want to do like a romance vlog kind of thing, like horror lover reads romance sort of thing, and pick up some of these. So I picked up this one, like I said, in fantastic condition. There's just a little crease on the cover. So this is one of the worst ones that I found, and it's still almost perfect. And then I also found Seasons of Passage by Christopher Pike, and I believe this one is in better condition than the one that I have, so I'm going to double check it. And the other one, like I said, can go into a giveaway or a boo box or whatever. So I'll double check that one. And this one is going into a box that I promised a friend months ago, and I still haven't sent it. And I'm sending them a whole bunch of duplicates from the Ghost House series. So they're also a collector of the Ghost House series. So this one will be going in with that one. This is Premonitions and Psychic Warnings, Real Stories of Haunting Predictions. So outside of the like haunted house sort of stories. And this is number 50 in the Ghost House collection. Okay, so getting into the spooky ones that I found. Now this haul is not mostly spooky and horror. This is mostly kind of YA romance, like, you know, young girl sort of series. But I do have, of course, some spooky books. So this one is one that I've never heard of before. It looks actually quite old. So this is a Scholastic from 1989. And look at that fantastic cover. This is just beautiful. I love this. So this is The Ghost of Ramshaw Castle, and I think this takes place in Scotland. Yeah, two young people, David McCrimmon and Sandy McLeod, get together again in Scotland. It's not long before they find themselves caught up once more in adventure and intrigue. Is Ramshaw Castle really haunted? And surely Sandy and David's old enemy, The sinister laird of the castle is still in prison, or is he? So this sounds fantastic. So I was really super excited to grab this one. It's something that's a little bit unique. I haven't seen it in anybody else's libraries, so I'm super excited to add this one to my shelves. And next up is one that I don't find a whole lot of. So this is an actual like vintage Gothic. This is The Death of Jason Darby, and it's a Signet Gothic. It says originally it was 75 cents. And just look at this fantastic cover. I love this. So of course, as soon as I saw this, I had to grab it, and we have this wonderful lady down here and the gentleman who's reaching out to her with the castle in the background. I mean, you can't get much better than that when it comes to Gothic literature. And you know, I know a lot of people who have a lot of these like Gothic paperbacks in their collections, and this will be my first. So this is 1979, and it does have a little bit of, I'm hoping that's not mold, but I might be able to sand it off on the top, but otherwise it's still in great condition. So this is going to be my first like vintage Gothic book, which is really funny for me. That's going to be going into my collection, but super excited about it. And then Adele Yearling, we have The Witch's Eye by Phyllis Reynolds Naylor. And the name sounds really familiar to me. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure what book I'm thinking of, but I'm putting this name with another book that I really enjoyed as a child. And it says, "The witch is dead, isn't she?" And it has this wonderful bat on the front and an eyeball, and it just looks fantastic, you know, the lightning and everything. So really super excited to put this with my kind of middle grade spooky books. I don't know a whole lot about it, but like I said, I know this author, I just can't place her at the moment. And then of course a couple of ghosty books for the ghosty shelf. We do have one fictional book. It says it's from Undercover Books, which is a new one to me. Ghosts and Other Scary Stories by Alan Gould and Pat Hancock. So we have this ghoulish figure on the front here. And looks like this takes place in the winter time. And so this is going to be a fantastic book to read during those winter months. I do have a couple that are very like kind of cold horror or cold adventures sort of thing that I'm really excited about, because, you know, when it comes around to winter and Yuletide, I do like to read sort of thematic books. And this one I was so excited to find. You guys know that my ghosty shelf is getting super big at this point. I just did my bookshelf tour of all of my Ghost House series, and this one is one that I've been looking for. It's in perfect condition. So this is Campfire Ghost Stories, which we already have a Campfire Ghost Stories in that series, but this particular one is The Haunting Tales, and it has this skull coming out of the fire. Oh my goodness, it looks so good. And this is number 81, so this series is absolutely huge. And to find some of those higher numbers is a little bit rare. I usually find the lower numbers, specifically ones that have to do with like Alberta and Manitoba, Saskatchewan, kind of like my area. So this one is really rare here where I am, and it's something that I've never seen before out in the wild, and the fact that it is in absolutely perfect condition just blew me away. And I actually got this one at another thrift store than where I found the majority of my books. So yesterday was a really good day. And on top of that, I also had a 30% off coupon. So I really made use of my coupon yesterday as well. So really super excited to add yet another one to the ghosty shelf. And then you guys may know that I have started a movie and show novelization shelf recently, and it's actually been growing quite rapidly over the past little while. I've found a lot of movie and show novelizations like from when I was a child, and movies that I love from the 80s and stuff. So I've been really super excited. So we did find another Sabrina, which I think I must have like clued into something a few weeks ago when I said that I find that the Sabrina books are really super hard to find, and I've been seeing them everywhere now. So this one is The Witch That Launched 1,000 Ships, and unfortunately this one does have a little bit of like blue pen on the front here. So I'm going to have to see if I can get that off. I'd really like to get it off, especially because it's right on the image. But this is it looks like number 72. Did they actually do that many of these? It's really hard for me to read the font. My eyes are getting terrible. So really super excited though, no matter what number it is, to find another Sabrina. And it is in fairly good condition. It's a little bit bent, but once I get it on the shelf, it should be okay. And hopefully I can get the pen off the front. If you guys have any tips or tricks on how to get markings off of books, please let me know. And then I found an Indiana Jones, and Indiana Jones movies are not my favorites by any means, but it's still, you know, it's still vintage, it's still wonderful, and it's something that I did enjoy in my childhood. So this one is Find Your Fate Adventure number 2, Indiana Jones and the Lost Treasure of Sheba by Rose Estes. And of course we have all of the wonderful vintage artwork on the front here. Villains, volcanoes, vast treasure await you and Indiana Jones in the dark corners of Ethiopia. The choices are up to you. So this is like a choose your own adventure kind of book, which I have been collecting quite a few of lately. So this one will be going on the movie novelization shelf as well. Even though it's not really based on one of the movies, it's still within the same sphere. So it'll be going on the movie novelization shelf. And then I have 2 out of Nickelodeon shows. So, well, I think Lizzie McGuire is more Disney than Nickelodeon, but we have Totally Crushed. So I think there was 1 or 2 Lizzie McGuire's. Sorry, my foot's going to sleep. There was 1 or 2 Lizzie McGuire's that I found a couple of weeks ago, and so I was really excited to get another one because I did actually recently watch the Lizzie McGuire movie, and it's making me want to watch the show as well. So this is in really good condition also. And then I found, does this have a number? Actually, this is number 1, The Mystery Files of Shelby Woo, A Slash in the Night. Now, I didn't watch Shelby Woo a whole lot when I was younger. I mean, by younger, I mean like in my early 20s. But it is a show that I did watch from time to time. So I definitely did want this to go up on my movie and show novelization shelf as well. And I think I might get into watching a little bit of the Shelby Woo show a little bit more because, like I say, it's not something that I watch a whole lot of, but it looks really, really super cute. And ones that I don't typically find for my collection because I do have most of the Babysitter's Club books, but from time to time I do find 1 or 2 that are in really, really good condition that I don't have. So I have number 12, Claudia and the New Girl, which is one that I don't have for my current collection. Claudia might give up the club and it's all the new girl's fault. Oh my goodness, we can't imagine Claude not being in the Babysitter's Club. So this one is in fantastic condition. A lot of them that I find are not, and there's a few in my collection as well that need to be replaced. So obviously I have a lot of de-stickering to do. I have a lot of reorganization to do on the shelves. My space is at a premium right now. So Matthew is actually going to be traveling coming up here. So I think I'm going to be spending a lot of time in the shelf, cataloging and all of that kind of thing. So I do have to make note of the ones that need to be replaced so I can keep an eye out for them. But this one I didn't have at all. And then I have number 18, Stacy's Mistake. Stacy has never been so wrong in her life. And this one is really, really good condition as well. Oh, it has a sticky note in the front. It says to Ashley in the front here, and looks like she was having some fun with a stamp. It just says Saskatoon, which is in Saskatchewan, on there. So we've got another little treasure. I didn't find a whole lot of treasures in these books because they're in such great condition and nobody kept anything in there, but it's always fun when you find little notes and stuff. Okay, so getting into the larger part of this haul, I did find a whole stack of Sweet Valley books, and I'm so excited. Like these, I just want to show you, just on the first one, like these are still shiny. They don't have any creases. They don't, like, it looks like they've never been read. I don't think anybody has ever actually used these for anything. I think they've been either kept in boxes or, you know, on a very dark shelf for a long time. There's no discoloration, there's no markings. You can't even like crack the spine on these, and it's with every single one. So all of these Sweet Valley books, the Sweet Dreams, the Cheerleaders, they were all lined up on one entire shelf, and when I came around the corner and I saw them all, like I couldn't even speak. I was totally speechless, and Matt was like, "What's the matter?" And I was like, "Oh my god, like that's books in every single collection that I collect." And I was shaking trying to get them down off the shelf and check my bookshelf app for the ones that I had and the ones I didn't have. It was just absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to go through these fairly quickly, so this video isn't a million years long, but I just wanted to show you guys how amazing the condition is on these books. It's just incredible. So we do have number 14, Deceptions, number 16, Rags to Riches, all the way up to number 42, Caught in the Middle, 43, Hard Choices, 46, Decisions, 47, Troublemaker, 48, Slam Book Fever, 49, Playing for Keeps. And this is a cool one, number 50. This is actually a 5-year anniversary edition. So this is a special edition that they did of this one. And it has this gold, so to match the little stamp here, they put the title also in gold, and the image is outlined in gold as well, and the whole thing is embossed. So that the title of the book, The Sweet Valley, with the little, you know, the circle here, and the emblem for the 5-year anniversary edition is all embossed, and this is in perfect condition. I love this. I didn't even know they did these, so that's really, really super cool. I'm gonna definitely keep an eye out for more of those. Number 52, White Lies. Number 53, Second Chance. 54, Two Boy Weekend. 55, Perfect Shot. 57, Teacher Crush. 58, Broken Hearted. 59, In Love Again. 62, Who's Who. Number 64, The Ghost of Trisha Martin. And then getting up into some of the super editions, we have Perfect Summer. I don't think these have numbers, do they? No. Perfect Summer. I think I actually own this one, but this is in perfect condition, so you know I went ahead and picked it up. Double Jeopardy. We have one of the super thrillers, and another one of the super thrillers, No Place to Hide. So that was the most amazing thing I have ever found out at the thrift store, was seeing all of these there in such perfect condition. So I know that I probably have some that I already have copies of. Obviously these are going to be in better condition so I can swap them out, and I want to get everything rescanned into my bookshelf app as well, so I have a fresh list of everything that I have. And then next up, I did find a whole stack in the Sweet Dreams romance books. So my romance collection is getting absolutely massive, and it's hilarious because you guys know that I'm a horror girly. I have very little to do with romance, but these ones, they're just so cheesy and so amazing. There's something about the 80s and 90s kids books or YA novels that just have something so wonderful. And of course, the covers have a lot to do with it in the Sweet Dreams series. In particular, they all look like Sears models, you know, straight out of a Sears catalog. So we're going to go through these really, really quickly too. And these are the same as the Sweet Valley. I believe the same person brought all of these in along with the Buffy books. You know, they're just perfect. They're shiny. There's no creases. There's no writing. The spines haven't even been broken. I don't even know if these have ever been read. So that's fantastic. So this one is number 2. Winners. Look at these girls. That's amazing. Number 3, On Our Own. Number 38, Running Mates, and I love her sweater. So this is kind of icky. Number 63, Kiss Me Creep. So I desperately want to read this one because I don't know, just that title just grasped me in, so that's kind of icky. Number 66, Love Times 2. Number 75, First Summer Love. Number 79, Starstruck. And I think this is one of the only ones out of this series that I've ever seen with a BIPOC character, so at least I have one. Number 80, A Shot at Love. Just look at this. I love the hair. Number 82, Hey Good Lookin'. Number 85, The Boy She Left Behind. Number 87, Programmed for Love. Number 88, Wrong Kind of Boy. 91, The Love Hunt. Number 92, Kiss and Tell. Number 95, No Strings Attached. Number 98, Love is in the Air. Number 99, One Boy Too Many. Number 100, Follow That Boy. Number 105, The Perfect Boy. Number 104, Playing for Keeps. Number 107, If You Loved Me. Number 108, One of the Boys. Number 112, Listen to Your Heart. Number 118, Heart to Heart. Number 120, Mr. Wonderful. And then getting into some of the super specials that they have for this series, the Sweet Dreams special, My Secret Love, and they do have this embossed up here for the super special. And we also have a Change of Heart. These ones don't have numbers on them either, so we have a Change of Heart with this lovely lady on here with her auburn hair. So I didn't even know that they had the specials in these ones, but of course they did, because with all of the girls series back then, they all had super specials or super thrillers or whatever. So super excited about all of these Sweet Dreams books that I got. The covers just make me laugh, and I do want to sit down and read some of these sometime soon. And then I got a whole bunch out of the Cheerleaders series. Super excited about these because this is a series that I don't see a whole lot out in the wild. The majority of them that I bought, I think I got off of eBay. And so to find such a large stack, again, in such fantastic condition, like I said, pretty sure it's the same person that offloaded their entire collection. It was fantastic. So we have number 4, Feuding. Course, this is a cheerleader team. It's got to have lots of drama. Number 9, Playing Games. Number 10, Betrayed. And then I actually ended up with 2 copies of number 21 because I wasn't watching what I was doing, but that's okay. This is pulling together. So one of these will go into one of my boo boxes. Number 23, Proving It. Number 26, Taking Over. And then, of course, in this series, we also have super editions as well. So this is number 27, Super Edition Spring Fever. Number 29, Falling in Love. Number 30, Saying Yes, Will There Be a Cheerleader Wedding? And then we go right into number 33, Saying No. So apparently there was not a cheerleader wedding. Is It Too Late? So there you go. That was all of the cheerleaders books that I found. And I think out of everything that I found yesterday, those are the ones that I'm super excited about because, you know, like I said, it's not easy for me to find those out in the wild. You know, Sweet Valley and Babysitter's Club and stuff like that, you do see fairly frequently, even if it's the ones that you don't need. And with those cheerleaders ones, it's a really obscure series, even though there's a lot of authors that are super famous, like Diane Ho and Carolyn B. Cooney, Christopher Pike, they all wrote for that series. You know, it's not easy to find, so I was super excited for those. Alright guys, this is the last stack, I promise. So this is kind of a miscellaneous stack. There are some series in here that I have like 1 or 2 books out of series that I already collect, and there's a whole bunch of series that I'd never heard of before. They're kind of like Sweet Valley adjacent, Sweet Dreams adjacent, that I want to look for more of them. So I need to start a whole new shelf of like obscure kind of series that I only have 1 or 2 out of. So the first one is something that's really amazing. So this is another L.A. Montgomery. You guys know that I've been finding a lot of her lately. So this is The Golden Road, and this is another one that's very cold looking, but of course this is not going to be spooky. It's going to be wonderful and heartwarming. And it says, the story girl returns in a delightful tale of family and friendship in the magical wintertime world of Carlisle, which must be somewhere that's next to Avonlea. So really super excited to find this, and it was in fantastic condition. So I don't think this one, was this one at the same, yeah, it was at the same thrift store as the ones that I found, the ones that are in really good condition. So this probably came from the same donator. So I got somebody's entire collection, and it's fantastic because it's going to bring so much wonderful energy to my library. We did find a couple of point books. So this is Double Trouble, which is one that I haven't seen before. Let me know if you guys have seen this one. I haven't seen this one before. Only the twins' secret powers can save them now. So it's like this kind of twin psychic connection sort of thing going on here. So I was excited to get another one for the point shelf. And then I did get another point fantasy. So this is Circle of Magic, book 1 by Tamara Pierce, Sandry's book. And I already have a copy of this one, but this new one that I got, I like the cover a lot more. It has beautiful font up on the top here, and I like where the positioning of Sandry's book is on this one, and it has these beautiful kind of embossed silver stars on the top and bottom. So I preferred the other one that I found yesterday. So I think I'm going to put this one in a boo box, and I'm going to keep this one for myself. And another sort of cold wintertime mystery and a babysitter theme as well, which I would love to do a babysitter's themed sort of reading vlog, which would be awesome with like movies and books that revolve around babysitting. This is Babysitter on Horseback by Fern G. Brown. This is a Fawcett Juniper book, and it says, Melissa simply has to find little Scott. She was babysitting him when he disappeared. So this is wonderful. I mean, it just has all the 90s feels. Let's just take a look and see when this one came out. Actually, it's not even the 90s, it's 1988. So that's fantastic. And it's in great condition too. So I still have to get the sticker off the back. The majority of these books I got for $1.79 and then my 30% off coupon. So really, really great deals out in the wild over the past little while. I did get a couple more Lurleen McDaniel books. If you haven't heard of her before, she is a romance author and, you know, is kind of like in that YA sphere. She does have a little bit of a religious spin, and her stuff has a lot to do with like teenagers that are suffering from terminal diseases and that sort of thing. They're very, very sappy. But I did read one of her books when I was kind of a preteen. It's called Don't Die My Love, which I do have up on the shelf, so I wanted to get a few more of hers that I haven't read to see how they compare to that one, because that one I did read a bunch of times when I was growing up. So this is the first one. It has this beautiful pink kind of cover, and it says To Live Again, a Dawn Rochelle novel. So this must be part of a series. And then this one, a little bit more of a religious sort of twist on it. This is Angel of Hope. And these are all in fantastic condition too, I have to say. And then this one, it's actually a kind of a trade-sized hardcover. And these, like, you know, like library binding, these are not easy to find. So, was it this one that had the... No, there's one book in here, I can't remember which one it is. It was actually from a church, and I thought it was one of these, but it's not. But this is by Lurleen McDaniel as well. Starry, Starry Night, 3 holiday stories. So lots and lots of sort of holiday winter reads that I could put in my collection and I can pull back down during Yuletide. I know these are going to have all of the warm feels if you know, just knowing her writing. They're going to be very warm, fuzzy sort of stories. Probably with a little bit of hardship and, you know, more morals and all of that sort of thing. That's very much her style of writing. But I thought it was pretty cool to find sort of a library edition. It's in perfect condition and there's no stamps or anything on it, so I don't even know where it's from. But this was a really, really cool find. And then I got 3 out of the Girls of Canby Hall series. I think I have 2 of these in my collection so far. Haven't read any of them before, but this was super, super popular when I was growing up. So we have number 4, Keeping Secrets. This one's in really good condition. And then this one, number 8, The Big Crush. Three hearts break harder than one. Oh my goodness. And this one has kind of an alternate sort of cover. So here's the original covers with the Girls of Canby Hall, and this one has like an alternate cover, so I don't know if this is because it's a special or it came a little bit later, you know, it was republished. I'm not really too sure. I'm gonna have to look into that. And then I do have another one in the original style covers. This one is not in great condition. It's number 18, Making Friends. And we have, looks like a ballet dancer on the front here. So this one, like I said, not in great condition, but still fantastic. I mean, considering how old these things are. This one's from 1986. So a few more in the Girls of Canby Hall series. I was super, super excited to find these because this is another series I don't see out in the wild a whole lot. So about a month ago, I started collecting books out of the Mandy series. It's one that I had never heard of before, but they sound super, super cute. And my friend Jackie from the Jersey Ghouls podcast actually told me that she used to read the Mandy books when she was younger. So I definitely wanted to add these to my collection. This one is in fantastic condition. So this is a Mandy book number 9, Mandy and the Hidden Treasure by Lois Gladys Leopard. So it's in absolutely perfect condition, and we have Mandy on the front here with an Indigenous girl, and this is actually kind of a sort of a sequel within the series. So these, you do have to read them in order because this has to do with the treasure map that they had found in the previous book. So definitely going to keep an eye out for more of the Mandy series. I think I only have 2, maybe 3 in this one so far, so I was super, super excited to find another one. I've got 2 out of the Wildfire Romance series, and this one especially has the most fantastic cover. This is How to Be a Teen Model, and this is Wildfire number 3. Just look at that. Definitely Sears catalog. How fantastic with the pink socks and the whole thing. This looks so good. And then out of the Wildfire series, this is, actually this one doesn't have a number on it. So these, are these all by, no. So some of these girls series, you know, they have all the same authors, but a lot of them have like a whole catalog of authors. So this one is Barbara Steiner, and she wrote a whole bunch of like spooky books as well. So this is Secret Love out of that series. So we have a lady with probably 2 beaux that are fighting over her. So, oh, looks like they might be drinking some punch, and they're at a party. She's holding onto a balloon. I'm globophobic, if you didn't know. I'm absolutely terrified of balloons. I hate them. So anything that has balloons on it, I'm out. This one is completely out of, you know, the realm of what we've been talking about. This is a Bantam book by Paul Zindel. This is the Pigman, and you have this boy and girl looking up this mysterious house up here. So from what I read on the back, there's kind of this mysterious old man who lives there, and they're trying to unravel his mysteries. So perfect condition. I found this one on the, oh no, this one belonged to a high school actually, so it's surprising that this is in such amazing condition. Grand Prairie Composite High School, but it has the stamp on the front where you can write your name, but it looks like it was never ever signed out, which is interesting. So no spine creases, looks like it was never read, going up in the collection. This one is right up there with cheesy covers as well. So this is the Headliner series by Yvonne Green. This is number 4, Kelly Blake Teen Model. Look at her. Oh my goodness. Isn't she sassy? So this is a new one to me. I don't have any in these series. The next little stack that I have here are ones that, you know, these are just one-offs. I don't own anything in these series yet, but it's definitely, now that I know about them, I'm going to keep an eye out. And then this one is by Francine Pascal, by the creator of Sweet Valley High and the Victoria books, My First Love and Other Disasters. So definitely in with the summer vibes that I'm going for right now. I might have to throw this one in my summer pile. But whether I read it now or not, you know, I'm always going to put Francine Pascal's books in my collection because she is the queen of Sweet Valley, of course. And this one, I had to laugh at the cover. I just finished actually a cheerleader reading vlog that is going to be going up for my patrons. I read some R.L. Stine cheerleader books, and we watched some movies, and this one would have fit in there just perfectly. This is The Plot Against the Pom-Pom Queen by Ellen LaRoe, and just look at this. This is fantastic. And this would definitely fit right in with the, you know, Give Me a K-I-L-L and the cheerleader books that I just read by R.L. Stine. I might actually read this one soon because it looks absolutely fantastic. And it looks very much along the same lines as what I just finished. So again, perfect condition. I found these along with the Sweet Valley and Sweet Dreams books. So can't wait to get to this one. And then another Bantam book. So this is Come What May, I'll Always Love You. Again, in fantastic condition. And look at this cover. You know, yes, we do buy books just for their cover art. So this is fantastic. Again, within that $1.79 realm. So awesome. And this is out of the Couples series. This is Couples number 10, Secrets. This is a series I hadn't heard of before. It doesn't look familiar to me at all. Let me know if you know anything about this one. So that one will be going up on the obscure sort of shelf. And this is out of the Seniors series. This is number 11, Bad Girl. Another one that I hadn't heard of before. And Eileen Gouge's Swept Away, Once Upon a Kiss. This is number 6 out of the Swept Away series. Another obscure one. And then Sugar and Spice, Janet Quinn Harkins, Sugar and Spice, number 8, Surf's Up. Yet another obscure YA romance series. I'm gonna have to look these up and see how many are actually in there. This is number 8, so, you know, I wonder how big these are. This is the first one that I've seen. And then we have a couple of standalones. This one is Don't Call Me Sugar Baby. So this is about a young girl who is dealing with the fact that she has diabetes. And it is a little bit torn down here, but with how fantastic the rest of the books are that I found yesterday, you know, I can't complain. Oh, sorry, this one is actually out of the Wildfire series as well. I missed putting this with the other ones. I tried to organize everything the best I could. This is Yours Truly, Love, Janie by Anne Wright. Like I said, part of the Wildfire Romance series. She's looking off, you know, in the distance, probably daydreaming about a boy, I'm sure. And this one, last but not least, this is the last book in this stack. This is Can You Promise Me Spring by Alison Lois Perot, I think is how you pronounce that. So just a random sort of contemporary adventure and in fantastic condition. So let's just see if we can get a date on here. 1986. So 1986 to 1988 is very much the theme of this haul, you know, and that's a mess of books. It is a whole mess of books. It was a whole family affair yesterday trying to get Lizzie her books that she wanted to put in her collection. My mom and dad were helping scanning, and Matthew was helping to scan, and I just had the best time. It was a really, really great family day. So that's it. That's the haul. I was supposed to be posting another bookshelf tour today, actually yesterday, and then I found all of these and I'm like, nope, I've got to share this. I'm so super excited. So I have a whole lot of de-stickering to do. I have a whole lot of reorganizing to do. So sprints are going to be coming back on the channel starting next week. I had to take a little bit of a break because I just wanted to spend some time with my family and decompress a little bit. But we are going to be organizing the bookshelves coming up on sprints here starting next weekend. So if you guys enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up, leave me a question or a comment down below because you know I love chatting with you guys. But until next time, stay spooky, everybody. Bye.